Hi everybody. Lately I've been looking at pitch tracking EQs, and they're pretty cool, but they're quite expensive as well, so I thought I would make one in Ableton. So here I've used Pro Q3 because that's my go-to EQ, but it works with any EQ, so you can do it with the native stuff like EQ8 or yeah, so just to show that it works, I'll play it. And it's pretty nice way of doing it. Even you can even do different notes and stuff, and it'll move around quickly enough. So it's a bit complicated, so I won't bother explaining exactly how I did this. I'm just going to post the ALP in a link beneath, so you can download it and reverse engineer it yourself. If you're on Mac, you're going to need to turn this thing on called IAC driver. If you're on PC, you need something called MIDI yoke, which I'm not sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure it does the exact same thing as IAC driver. So if you're on Mac, you're going to need to go to Audio MIDI Setup, Window, Show MIDI Studio. You're going to click this IAC driver here, and it's going to come up with this window. You're going to tick the box that says Devices Online, and then Apply. And then in Ableton, you will need to go over to Preferences, and then Link MIDI. And then for IAC driver bus 1, on the input, you need track and remote on. And on the output, you're going to need just track on. And then you're going to need to set this notes channel to IAC driver bus 1. I've set it to channel 16 because I know there's nothing else on that channel. And then on and then that's it for the IAC driver. And then in order to get the IAC driver to control this macro we've got here that controls the pitch with MIDI, what you're going to need to do is, if you turn on MIDI mapping, we'll just get rid of this mapping at the moment. You're going to have to go back before this C1 and C2 and just press play and then click this pitch macro. And you'll see when the playhead hits the MIDI region, it will map the range from C1 to C2 onto this pitch macro. So what that means is that when we change the pitch in our MIDI region on the notes channel, it will control the pitch of our instrument channel. So, okay, so you'll need to leave the notes in the instrument channel always on C1. You can change the note length and everything, and that works like normal, and velocity and everything works like normal, but you must leave it on C1 or it won't work properly. Okay, and then once we've set up the mapping, I'll just get this up to show you what's going on. We can use these macros down here to control how much first, second, third and fourth harmonic are going to happen. So let's say I want a bit less first harmonic, a bit less second, a bit more third, and a bit less fourth. That's just completely arbitrary. I'm not doing that because it sounds good. It's just so you can see how it works. And then as we change the note, it'll apply the same amount of boost or cut to every note that we use. Alright, so I hope you enjoy that. Download the project file in the link beneath. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment, especially if you have any queries or you have an idea for a video that you want to see. Yeah. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.